chasing waterfalls. No, no, no. Keep the faith, you'll have it all. Move slow, slow, slow. Listen to the rivers and the streams that you're used to. Anything you believe you can reach if you choose to. I'ma be happy, I'ma be good. You better believe it.
Hi guys,
I'ma be happy.
Natural L'Oreal, and I want to discuss with you very briefly the difference between protective styles and low manipulation hairstyles. It's summertime and we're doing box braids, you know, we're doing all sorts of protective styles, and I just want to tell you guys the difference between low manipulation hairstyles and protective styles, because I think most persons they're not too clear what exactly does it mean when you say low manipulation hairstyles as opposed to protective styles. What's the difference, right? So let me tell you guys what's the difference. Let's start off with protective styles. Yes, the famous protective style. It's summertime, as I mentioned to you guys before, and some great ideas for protective styles are your box braids, your Senegalese twist, your Havana twist. All of those are protective styles. Also, your wigs. Yes, wigs can be protective styles as well, especially if under the wig your hair is cornrowed. And simply just cornrowing your hair can be a form of protective styles. Take a look at these pictures. These are my protective styles that I recently did. Right, so as you guys saw, I had box braids in, which is a protective style, and I did cornrows with a braid, which is also a protective style. Now, what really is protective style? What is the definition of protective styling? Protective styling is simply putting away your hair, all of your hair, for the exception of a bun. And let me tell you, yes, a bun can be a form of protective style if it is that you wear the bun for an entire week and the only thing you do to your hair is to sleek back your edges. So a protective style is any style that you do in your hair that preserves your hair for a week to a month, which your roots and your ends, or most of your ends, entire shaft of your hair is concealed. It's protected when you do a braid, it's protected when you do a cornrow, and you don't have access to your hair. And this is a good form of length retention, and the reason why it's a good form of length retention is because that's right. You don't have access to your hair, so you can't use your comb and comb your hair and refresh your style. You can't use your brush to brush your hair. Your fingers can't literally touch your hair. While it can touch your scalp when you're doing protective styles, but it can't touch your hair. So protective style is a good way to retain length also. Let's jump into low manipulation hairstyles. A low manipulation hairstyle is a hairstyle that you don't necessarily have to use a comb or a brush. You don't necessarily have to manipulate your hair. You don't necessarily have to touch your hair, right, for a period of time. Let me give you examples of low manipulation hairstyle. Right now I'm doing this is a flat twist out, and it was so windy outside I decided to put it up in an updo. So this is a low manipulation hairstyle. Reason being because all I'm going to be doing tonight is simply put on my scarf, go to bed, and in the morning when I wake up, the only thing I'll be doing to this hairstyle is sleeking down my edges. Boom, I'm done. I don't literally touch my hair. I don't literally manipulate my hair. So a braid out is a form of low manipulation hairstyle. A twist out is a form of low manipulation hairstyle. Your finger coils, your roller sets, your rod sweat sets, your bantu knot out, those are also a form. I'm doing a video. Yes. Those are forms of low manipulation hairstyles. So your braid out, your twist up, your finger coils, your rod sets, your bantu knot out. And the reason why they are not protective styles is because you have to manipulate your hair, especially if you want to preserve the curl pattern of the style. You have to retwist at night. You have to retwist at night. You have to braid your hair back at night. You have to do the bantu knot at night if it is that you want to carry on the curls for the following day or for week. So you have to eventually touch your hair. Your fingers have to touch your hair. You have to spray water on it. You have to retwist. So it is not a protective style. A braid out, a twist out, those things are not protective styles, you guys. Those are low manipulation hairstyles. And I thought it was very important to come on and to tell you guys the difference between low manipulation hairstyle versus protective styles. Very important, because I don't want you guys to be doing twist outs and braid outs and so forth, so on, and saying that it's a protective style. And a wash and go is not a protective style either. A wash and go is a low manipulation. Sorry, I'm using my fingers, but it's just a habit. A wash and go is not a protective style either. A wash and go is a low manipulation hairstyle. And the reason being it's a low manipulation hairstyle is simply because you have to refresh your hair. In the morning, you have to spray water, and guess what? When you spray water to your hair, your hands do what? They do what? Even if you don't use a comb, guess what your hands do? Right? They go back into your hair to fluff the curls, and so you have to manipulate your hair. So a wash and go and all of those twisters, braid outs, all those good stuff are actually low manipulation hairstyles and not protective style. Okay, I'm done. Give this video a thumbs up if you guys enjoyed it, and if you guys found it very informative. Give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to share the love, share the video, subscribe to my channel if you have not already subscribed. I try my best to put out videos every weekend. I try my best to put out videos at that. Thank you guys so much for subscribing. Thank you guys so much for watching. Comment below, because I love talking to you guys. Let me know, have you ever had the belief that a braid out was a protective style? What is your favorite protective style, and what is your favorite low manipulation hairstyle? Okay, as always, you guys, thanks so much for watching. Bye, guys.
Good, get that understood. I'ma be happy, I'ma be happy, I'ma be good, I'ma be happy. Get that understood, get that understood. I'ma be alright.